Some people believe this story is true, and others that it is not. But either way, this story I will tell to you. Many years ago, in the days of old, there was a town called Hamelin. It was an ordinary town, with ordinary people just like you and me. One year, the town had an invasion of rats. There were big rats and small rats, fat rats and thin rats. Wherever you looked, there were rats. As you can imagine, the people of the town were very upset. They stormed to the town hall and demanded that the mayor do something. "What do you expect me to do?" he shouted. "I'm not a rat catcher." At that very moment, a stranger appeared, wearing the most unusual clothes and holding a pipe in his hand. The crowd stared at the stranger, the way that people often stare at strangers. But that didn't bother him. The stranger walked straight up to the mayor and introduced himself. "They call me the Pied Piper. And if you pay me 20 pieces of gold, I will take all your rats away." Well, this was music to the mayor's ears. "If you can truly do what you say, I shall be more than happy to pay you," he replied. The townspeople waited and watched. Could this so-called Pied Piper really get rid of all the rats? The big rats and the small rats? The young rats and the old rats? The Pied Piper slowly started to play his pipe, and an unbelievable thing happened. From every nook and cranny, the rats poured out onto the street, and under the spell of the music, they followed the piper. They followed him out of Hamelin town to the River Weser. Here the Pied Piper changed his tune, and with a mournful wailing, the rats threw themselves into the icy water and drowned. Now the mayor of Hamelin was a greedy man, and he wasn't going to give any money to a stranger. When the Pied Piper came and demanded his pieces of gold, the mayor laughed and shook his head. "Now that the rats are gone, why should I give you anything?" he snarled. The people stood and listened. They didn't stand up for the piper, even though they knew that their mayor was wrong. They didn't say a word. "Think again, mayor," the piper warned. "If you don't pay, then I will make this town suffer more than you can ever imagine." Well, the mayor couldn't think of anything worse than the rats, and so he stomped off shouting, "I will never pay you." That very afternoon, while the people were busy repairing their town, the Pied Piper stood in the town square. Slowly he lifted the pipe to his lips and played a tune that no words could describe. With each new note, more and more children appeared and danced and sang to the music. The Pied Piper turned and walked out of the town playing his pipe, and all the children followed, caught under the spell of his music. Up the hill they danced and sang to the rhythm of the tune. When it looked like they could go no further, a door opened before them. One by one, the children followed the Pied Piper into the heart of the hill forever. All except one who could not keep up with the others. When the little boy returned to the town, it was as if a spell had been broken. The people stared at him in disbelief when he told them what had happened. They called and cried for their children, but they never saw them again.